guys, TNG Nubian Princess here. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I am recording from the comfort of my bed. That's how personal we're getting. So today's title for my video is Shhh Miscarriage. Yes, it is this unspoken, taboo, silenced topic that sadly isn't really discussed. There's really not a lot of open discussion between us women about miscarriage. And because Mother's Day just passed, I figured this is a good time to discuss it, have it be a conversation starter. And the reason I chose to bring it up is because I am a survivor of miscarriage. And I realize within my own circles that there is an uncomfortability, elephant in the room. Some don't even speak on it. Some do ask. And I just realize more times than not, it is like a hush hush. Nobody wants to address it. And, I say don't address it if the person's not ready to speak on it. But do not be afraid to ask. Ask, not pry. It's a difference. To remember to approach a situation with sensitivity and ask how a person is doing. Especially if they've had a miscarriage, and it could be recent, it can be older, it can be a topic of conversation where if they are willing, let's talk about it. And I recently found out there are a few women that I was unaware that have a similar story of mine, who suffered through a miscarriage or multiple, and I was unaware till prior to Mother's Day. And for me, the sad part was that I didn't even know. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow, why didn't I know? And, throughout the years, it's come up every now and again. But again, it seems to be that really hush, hush, shh. Let's not really discuss that and talk about that. And I want it to be a little bit more normalized. And I think if we women stop suffering in silence, that we'll realize how many women around us have probably gone through the same thing, and we can be each other's support system instead of hiding in the shadows with that particular issue. This is a note to people who like to tell women or ask women, oh, when you're gonna have a baby, oh, we should have a baby, you should do this and do that. First of all, mind your business. Second of all, mind your damn business. Third of all, mind your goddamn business. It has nothing to do with you. Do not impose what you want for somebody onto somebody else. Have a conversation. Ask them what they want to do with their life. Ask them where they want to be in the next 5 years. Have a dialogue. Do not impose what you want onto somebody else. And that's because you don't know the story, and because miscarriage is such a hush hush thing, a lot of women don't reveal that that's something they've been through, or that they're struggling to conceive, or things of that nature. So as women, we should really be mindful of things like that. We really should. So I err on to fellow women to mind your manners when asking another woman about her womb. Please do. It's really sucky. Anyways, I will not be going into detail about my personal experience unless you guys want to hear it, and then I can make another video for that. I just want to bring some awareness to you guys about the topic, because again, it's too hush hush. Just too hush hush. And it's very similar to women who have been, sexually abused and things like that. There's just this hush taboo talk that we need to be a little bit more open with, and having that conversation, that dialogue, and knowing it's okay to have that. But that's really it for now. I promise to be back on here making more videos. I love all of you. And guys, don't be afraid to engage in these conversations as well. The funny thing is, I've had this conversation with a guy. I think I was feeling down, and they asked what was wrong, and I was able to open up, and they were very charismatic and supportive of how I felt. So guys, you're not excluded. But especially for women, let's come together and not try to tear each other apart. Anyway, love you guys. TNG out.